Hey everyone, this is Clint Hansen here. I'm pretty excited to have everyone jump on this call today for our digital sales training. We're going to give it a few more minutes to still let people join and trickle in. And then as we wait, just be sure to make sure that you guys have entered in for the Amazon gift card giveaway. We will be giving away that $100 gift card to one attendee, and then as a reminder, if you have those referrals, we will be giving away 4 $25 gift cards to the people who have, or to for the lucky winners who have referral points. So yeah, we'll just start here in just a second. So. All right, hopefully everybody had a chance to go ahead and enter that. And well, let's just go ahead and get started. It's a little after the hour here. So yeah, so for today, what we're going to go over, I just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick schedule and a run through of what you can expect. So we definitely will be touching on Home for the Holidays since that is right around the corner. I know you guys have either started selling it or ramping up to it, but it's an amazing opportunity to tie in advertisers and sponsors. This is my favorite time of the year. I love fall and winter, so I'm pretty excited that we're into October, but yeah, so for the next little bit here, keep that in mind. So we will be going over on-air value as well as tying in on-air value in, as well as digital, and kind of how to package that and how to present it to your advertisers or sponsors to generate that quality revenue. And then for our Aptivada tiered packages, so what I've actually done, I've been with Aptivada for just over 2 years now, and I've had the question asked quite frequently, like how much should we sell Aptivada for? And for a while there, we were trying to figure out exactly on how, for each market it changes. And so I've built out 3 packages, a bronze, silver, and gold package that you guys can use at your market to kind of be a base for where you could potentially sell and how much you should sell it for to make that revenue. So we will go over that and just keep that in mind on these packages as well. You can change and alter it to fit your market and to fit your needs. So and then we will be going over some case studies that or kind of examples from these packages and what they derive, or from how the package is derived from. And then I actually will have Tim Session on the call. He previously was over the digital sales trainings. He will be going over a new feature called user feed, and then as well as we do have some handouts. So please, if you haven't seen the handouts that are attached to this presentation, if you can download those and pass them to your colleagues that did not make this training. We try to keep these trainings as straightforward as possible, but to provide as much like information for you to help generate revenue. And it also helps you guys get a chance, if your colleague does show up to these, to get those referral points for that additional $25 card. So yeah, let's kind of jump into this. So for Home for the Holidays, like I mentioned, it is right around the corner. It's a great time of year and a great opportunity to tie in advertisers and sponsors. They are excited to see that someone's gonna potentially pay for a mortgage or rent for an entire year, and so tying in sponsors and advertisers, they're more than willing to do that, just because during this time frame it's such an opportunity to join a charitable promotion per se. So as I mentioned, the sponsorship opportunity for the on-air is fantastic with recorded spots and promo and live reads. And then for the online perspective, they'll have exposure for contest artwork that includes for the station's website, as well as the station's social media. And then there is a chance for the email sponsor or email confirmation, where the fans or the people who enter will actually receive a thank you for entering, which can include a sponsor's coupon or discount code. And I will dive into that a little bit more later in the packages when we go over that. But it's I think an underutilized part of Aptivada that you guys can sell and generate revenue. So there are going to be bonus entries for this promotion. So again, liking sponsors, social media, or your advertiser social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, however you want to set it up, visiting their website, and many other options. So again, we will dive in that a little bit more. Promotion starts for that. The pre-promo is October 25th through the 31st, and the actual run dates are going to be November 1st through December 20th. So I know we've talked about this quite a bit, but I just want to make sure that this is on the radar. So 1 second here. Okay, perfect. So we have our Home for the Holidays sponsorship opportunity. This is basically what the on-air package will kind of look like in pricing. Now this is is going to be basically the promotional value, not necessarily what you would sell it for, but this is kind of like an idea of how you would present the on-air and a little bit of that digital. So for example, as title sponsor, you receive name inclusion, 180 of those at whatever time slots you have available for those recorded promos. That promotional value is at $36,000 or $250 per name inclusion for that. And again, these will completely change based on your market and what you guys use as a promotional value. So for name mentions, we have 150 name mentions. Be around there. That's a good place to be. We had $200 per name mention. Those are those live liners and streaming liners as well. And then name or logo inclusion. So we actually have 2 of those per week for the 6 weeks of this promotion that's running. So we had the promotional value set for $6,000 on that, or $500 per social post. And that's outside of what this social sharing side of Aptivada. So that's something that you guys can include into that. And then including their name or logo inside your newsletters. So these are things that I'm sure you guys are already doing, but it's just a good reminder to look back and say, okay, so how can we increase revenue at that perspective? So again, total promotional value of this promotion is $72,500. What you guys would probably sell for just kind of depends on where your market is, and whatnot is around $1,800 to $3,500 just for that on-air perspective. So as I mentioned earlier, there is an opportunity with like Home for the Holidays that email confirmation will be set up. Basically, you're able to just send promotions or coupons or however you want with the sponsors or advertisers logo to the people who have entered the promotion, and that can be sold to $1,000 to $1,500 just as itself. So just kind of keep that in mind. So if you made it to our last digital sales training last month, I did cover this entry form filled option, and I wanted to present this again just so you guys have the same information that on what you have the ability to sell to your sponsors and advertisers. And this is actually something that you can take to your sponsors and advertisers and say, okay, to you, what is important and what needs to happen within this promotion? Are you looking more on a email opt-in? Are you looking more on a social field focus, or just trying to figure out exactly what they're wanting to do? And you can kind of build these packages around that. So keep that in mind as we go through these packages. So all right, so for our first package that I broke down was our bronze package, as I mentioned. This can be sold from anywhere from $750 to $1,500. And what it includes, or what does this include? First name, last name, and email opt-in. Notice that honestly, this is purely just for growing email database, as well as just a simple entry form for the promotion. Some sponsors and advertisers are more than happy just growing their email database, and you could easily make that $750 to $1,500, as well as tying in ad space and placement on the promotion, having the logos of the sponsor and advertiser tied to this promotion. So then we're starting to get into the more quality information collected within our silver package. Now this includes more of like the phone number, the city, the zip code. You're starting to generate more information based on the individual who has entered that promotion, as well as now this includes the social media aspects. This is where you can get that $1,250 to $2,500 range and on what you could sell this for, because you're going to be helping increase the Facebook likes, the Twitters, Instagram, and YouTube, and other social fields as well. This can be a huge priority to sponsors and advertisers, and it's worth offering different tiers so they can kind of help pick and choose what they want to accomplish. So our gold package, this is basically completes everything. So that can be sold for anywhere from $1,700 to $3,500 for this promotion. It includes all those social fields and all the quality information, but it's going to also include a few key components that go from quality leads to qualified leads. We're going to be adding surveys for lead gen. You're going to be able to ask specific questions to help, again, qualify the lead to pass to your advertiser or sponsor. We can drive web traffic with a visit website ad filled, as well geolocation for foot traffic. If your sponsor advertiser has an app that they want to increase downloads on, we can do that as well. Ad placement on the thank you page. So one perspective that I think that is underutilized is after they complete this step, or step 3 of the promotion, they are then sent to a thank you page that says, hey, thank you for entering. A lot of time that's kind of just left blank, but it's an opportunity that you can add, like, hey, enter this promo code, and I will show you that here in just a second. And then our email confirmation, again, with the upcoming Home for the Holidays, we talked about that, but this is something you can offer to any sponsor for any promotion, for any sweepstakes. We have a successful open rate of 80 to 85%, and for email, that is amazing. And then you can even offer integrations at this tier, where when someone enters a promotion, that information is automatically sent to your advertisers or sponsors CRM, which makes those real-time leads even more valuable to them. So as I mentioned with that step 4 and for email confirmation, so step 4 here is on the left-hand side. As you see, it says, hey, thanks for entering. Use promo code MEGASELL19 now for 15% off. This is just something I built just to kind of give you guys an idea of what that thank you page can look like. You can put whatever image or logo that you want, as well as links. So if they click on it, they could go to a specific landing page, or even if you wanted it to be redirected to a specific landing page, you could do so as well. And then as you see here in the middle, this is the thank you or the confirmation email that was sent, that could possibly be sent out. So for this particular email that was sent, I know a lot of radio stations work with car dealerships, so we had this one built for a $14.99 oil change. There's little to no overhead for dealerships to offer, a discounted oil change just to get somebody to their service department and have an opportunity to have a chance to increase their sales there. So again, driving that foot traffic, all of this can be monetized to the radio station to generate that revenue, that quality revenue. So, and to make the most possible for you guys. As I mentioned, I did want to go over some case studies that kind of back and where I was able to derive these packages from and break down. And I want to again go over that these packages can be customized however you see fit. This is not, hey, this has to happen in each package. If you wanted to offer more in the bronze package, you absolutely could do so. These are just ideas that you can kind of get around to when you go to have these conversations with your advertisers and help build to make that quality revenue. Now, this is our October marketing plan, but I definitely wanted to touch base on how this is a good example from the gold package, combining a sweepstakes and a survey together. So Jake Hall Real Estate, they're actually new to advertising. They were wanting to make a, obviously huge splash on the market, as it says before, but they wanted to gain information from pre-qualify potential homeowners through some questions that were asked, and then the prize was a trip to London, or I'm sorry, a trip to England to see the Spice Girls in concert. So this promotion ran for 1 month or 4 weeks. And with that sweepstakes, they were able to ask some quality questions. And with the on-air and digital combined, this campaign made $15,000. Just to give you kind of an idea of what combining those sweepstakes and surveys can do. So moving on, we have our junior reporter with WTOP. So this actually ran last year from October 1st to November 10th. And we are kind of switching gears from our sweepstakes app to our gallery. And for this, basically what had happened is they ran a promotion where there was going to be a junior reporter that they were able to do a 30-second newsreel of them as a junior reporter, and they would submit their 30-second newsreel to this gallery, and for a chance to win $500. And if they won, then their school would also win $1,000. So the campaign spent on this both digitally and on air was $50,000. They had over 396 submissions. 331 of them were approved submissions, and with the 331, it generated over 76,000 total votes to this promotion. So for the time frame that it had, that is incredible for the amount of votes tied to it. So now this next example and case study was a mortgage for a year sweepstakes, and this was a Kansas City market. It did generate $20,000 in revenue, but I wanted to touch base on this in regards to the home for the holidays. So if you can imagine this just being exactly what, we're covering the mortgage or rent for an entire year. So that's going to be taken care of. This particular promotion sold for $20,000. So, the exact same thing could be sold for that higher value, again, with on air and digitally combined. Now, this TV station, they ran this promotion. They actually had started it, and then Commerce Bank came on later and helped cover that revenue. So fantastic results from that. They actually had over 10,000 total entries into that promotion, over 8,000 Facebook shares. And again, with that gold package in mind, with having that survey combined into this promotion, they generated over 4,900 surveys taken. Again, quality and qualified leads. Advertisers and sponsors, they absolutely love it. So we do have a pick'em. We have 2 pick'em case studies that I wanted to go over as well. I know that the Pro Football Challenge and the college pick'em, they both have already started, and we missed that. But I did want to bring up that next year we will be doing going into the playoffs. We are going to be doing a playoff pick'em for NFL as well as a big score. And what that big score is we're going to have a national prize tied to that, $50,000. It's a chance to win $50,000, and it's basically people guessing the score of the Super Bowl. And if they guess right, they have a chance at winning that $50,000. So there is still some time to generate some revenue around the playoff as well as the big score. And you can kind of, if you want to combine those two together, you could possibly do that as well. This head-to-head football challenge here by 95.9 The Hawk, they generate $8,000 in revenue. And as you see here, there's actually multiple sponsors that were tied to this. So these promotions that are being ran or promotions that you guys are setting up, you can absolutely tie as many sponsors as you want, and even sell as a title sponsor as even more revenue, or ask for even more revenue or money for that title sponsor spot to help kind of, again, generate more of that revenue. Again, I wanted to go over this these form filled options. This presentation will be within the handout, so if you guys want to go over this and have this available, again, I think it's extremely vital to have, especially when you're talking to your sponsors and advertisers and trying to figure out exactly what they're wanting to do and what Aptivada can do. It will help educate yourself and help become experts at this. So I'm actually going to turn the time over at this point to Tim, and he's going to go over the user feed, and we'll kind of go from there. So, all right, Tim, go ahead.
All righty. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I am going to, I just launched a quick poll for you guys to take just to get some feedback on this training. So we appreciate that. The time you take to do this poll real quick. It'll be open for a few more seconds as I prepare my screen, but I just wanted to thank you guys for being attentive and jumping on this digital sales training. So if you have any feedback, don't hesitate to reach out to us and let us know. And that's actually why I'm jumping on this call to show you guys that we have implemented a new feedback system. So I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. Looks like we got some great feedback there. So I'll close that, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So we implemented an app within our within our intercom chat system called user feed. Now, if you are an admin on our site, you're probably familiar with this green bubble in the bottom right-hand corner. Anytime that you guys have a question, you can always jump in and start a new conversation. There's Clinton talking to me right now about the digital sales training going on. So you guys probably saw that message, and that's why you're here. Down below this, we have this simple question: what can we improve? When you click that, then you can share your feedback. Now, there's a few types of feedback that we ask for, but while we are working on things, or if any bit of feedback is under review, then you can actually view those bits of feedback and see if this aligns with what you are looking to request. If not, then you can click Share Feedback, give it a short description and title, and classify it if it's a feature request or if something isn't working to your standard. However, I would encourage, if it is bug related, to go ahead and chat us directly so we can jump into that as soon as possible. But you have those options there, and then you can upload screenshots or ideas or anything you'd like within user feed. And then once you're done, you click share. We see it in our admin and we work through it. If it's something that needs to be addressed right away, then of course we're going to address it right away. But I wanted to show you this exciting new addition. Our goal is to always be able to help you as quickly and as efficiently as possible, and user feed is just another way to do that. So check that out. If you have some feedback, don't hesitate to share it, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks, Tim. Well, perfect. So I appreciate everyone jumping on this call with us today. So what I'm going to do now, let me go ahead. We'll actually move to pick some winners for the people who attended. So 1 second here. One moment. I'm just getting the the controls really quick to my screen. One moment here. Okay, perfect. So let me go ahead and refresh my page here, and then I can present or pick some winners. So what we're going to do, so as I mentioned, we are going to give away for the $25 gift cards to people who had referrals. So let me go ahead and pick those winners first, and then we will, and as long as they're here, they will get the gift cards, and then we'll pick one of the, or pick the person for the $100 gift cards. So for the $25 gift card, we have Crystal Vivian. Are you here? If you can just raise your hand. Let me check really quick to make sure. Okay. Crystal, I'm not seeing Crystal here. All right, so, and then Tracy Drennan. Let me look really quick. Let's see if Tracy is here. Oh, Tracy's not here either. And then Heath Hedstrom, are you here? So if you can raise your hand here. Okay, Heath, we'll make sure to give you the $25 gift card to Amazon. So as we mentioned, you definitely have to be here and be present to win those gift cards. So Heath, I'm glad that you were here. And now we'll just go ahead and I will pick a winner for the $100 gift card. So 1 second here. Okay, let me see. Noel Wall, are you here? If you want to click raise your hand. Okay, Noel, you won the $100 gift card to Amazon. So I just to show you here that yeah, yeah, the 0.68% chance. So we'll be sure to get that sent over to you. But everyone, we do appreciate you guys attending these sales trainings. We uh, definitely want to pass along as much information as possible. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me directly at clinton@aptivada. But that wraps up our call for today. So Noel will be sure to get you that $100 gift card, and Heath, I will get you that $25 sent over. So, all right, everyone, thank you for your time.